Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me unmute myself over here on Facebook and YouTube. Good morning, Facebook and YouTube. Thanks, Toya. I'll have to edit the video. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Thanks for that. Because I was definitely unmuted. See? Uh-oh. Now I'm getting feedback. Let's just make sure I'm not getting a double sound over here. Okay. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? So it's just been these constant, just issues, little mini problems that are keeping me from getting momentum. Now, we started this week actually talking about building momentum into a new month. And I must say, yes, Kelly, it's like when things are starting to get good, I'm picking up pace, I'm gathering some momentum, my lives are growing, my products are starting to sell. Then here come the BS. So it's been a really challenging week. So I was really upset. I did have therapy scheduled that day, so we kind of talked it out. But a couple things. Okay, first, let me say this, because I'm just human, right? So I don't want you to feel alone when this happens in your world. It's happening in mine. It happens in mine all the time. It's like every time I get a little momentum, there's junk getting in the way. Good morning, Infinite Rocket Power. Good morning. Glad to have you. You know, I wasn't here Wednesday, so couldn't find this. And I spent that hour looking for it, did not find it. And I was just really upset because I have been, and you guys know, I've been here. I didn't miss any of my weeks in the month of April, except for literally that Wednesday. I was 99% consistent because I missed Wednesday, right? I have a solid plan with my classes that I have available, right? I've gotten some consistency around certain things I'm posting, why I'm posting. I've got a special project I've been working on in the background, like I'm building momentum. And it just, I keep these little issues. I need my glasses. I can't see. I need to be on this treadmill 3 days a week. I have to go live with you guys 3 days a week. Those are my have-tos in this season of life. And so when things create an environment where I can't do that, it just sent me over. All right? It sent me over. But here's what I realized, okay? I went and ordered a new remote. And that was the other thing. So I ordered a new remote because I lost my remote. And so I was like, well, I can't go live. Like those of you who've been with me, y'all know. I can't do this live outside. It buffers too much. It doesn't work. Okay. And so then my mind started churning. And I'm sharing this because I feel like I'm probably not alone. I was like, okay, so what can I do? I can still walk. No excuse not to walk. I can walk outside, but I can't do it live. So then I was like, okay, I can talk GPTs, I can sit at my computer and, do it, but that's not really the format of this show, right? So then I was kind of struggling with that. So then I said, okay, well, at a minimum, order another remote. I called them. It's going to be 7 to 15 days. And I'm like, where's my Amazon order? Where's my same day? So then I started spiraling around that because it's going to be 3 weeks before this backup remote comes. And I'm like, I'm going to be off track for weeks now. I'm going to be off track. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever felt like you're doing great work and all of these different entities are working against you. Put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to this. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing the right work. And it just feels like these obstacles keep stacking. For me, backup eyeglasses gone, current eyeglasses missing the lens. Can't find the remote to the treadmill. And listen, let me be clear. I don't play around behind my remote. I put it in the same spot over and over and over again. Right? I am posting regularly. I'm sharing value regularly. I'm working with and collaborating with the right people. And it just seems like all these little things keep bubbling up. Right? So, ordered the remote, got the sticker shock of my life when I realized that it would take up to 3 weeks for it to get here. That's 3 weeks of revamping and replanning and recommunicating why I'm here and what I do, and then resetting it back. Yes, even the backup glasses, child. Just craziness. All right. And then I had this whole, I was like, well, I can talk, I've got lots of GPTs. I can talk to GPTs. I can share workflows. I'm like, well, that sits me down at the computer. That's really not what we do. So mine starts swirling. And yesterday, I was digging around my computer where I put my remote. And in between the surge protector, like all of the plugs, what do I see? My remote. Okay. So here's what I need you to know. It hit me like I could see it with such clarity in that moment. I couldn't see it Wednesday. The anxiety that I was feeling, the pain that I was feeling, the uncertainty, the stress, literally blurred my vision. I couldn't see what was right there in front of me because my emotions had really, they were heightened and it affected my vision. All right. So here's what I'm going to say, because I know this happens to everybody, right? You've got to take the time to do two things. Slow down, focus. That's what I did. I didn't do a follow-up message Wednesday, none of that. I just said, you know what? Let me take a breath. Let me slow down. I focused on a couple of key items I needed to do that day, and that was it. And I had to release those anxious feelings around the things I couldn't control. And by Thursday, I was okay. All right. And because I went through that process of just focusing on what I could do that day and not becoming so wound up in what didn't get to happen, it helped improve my vision so that when I did that deep dive looking through chords, I was able to see what I needed to see at the right time. And the same goes for you. So often we find ourselves so built up in the setbacks of life that we don't have the right vision. And we need to take time to take a breath, to slow down, to focus on one or two things and reset so that we can get access to what we need to find what it is we need to find. Okay? So it was very illuminated. Now, the cords I got are black. The surge protector is black. The case it sits in is black. The remote is black. Sometimes you need the right lighting. All right? Sometimes, child, you just need the right lighting to get access to darkness. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes you need the right lighting to gain access to darkness. All right. So that's my little spiel. Your girl was crashing out, y'all. I was crashing out. Good morning, Shayna Marabella Customs Digital. Good morning. Good morning to you. So, what to do when life provides a series of splintered problems, tiny cuts, constant irritations? Stop. Slow down. Focus on what you can control and what you can't. so that you can reset and establish a better vision. All right. Now, wins. Let's talk wins. What are the wins? Yeah, Kelly. Kelly said, glad it revealed itself to you. I'm glad it did too, because now, and I have a backup one coming, so that there's that. I just felt like it was bigger than the remote. I felt like it was a domino. It was just one more domino that had fallen negatively over the course of the week. Even though I know, like, I'm really trying to do all the things that I'm supposed to do. Let's talk wins. My win is I made it to today's session. I found my remote, and I have done something I haven't done before. I have been delegating. I delegated this week. Those are my wins. What were your wins this week? I know we didn't meet Wednesday, but that's okay. What were your wins this week? How were you successful? It was the last week of April, first week of May. Did you do trending audios? Did you post yesterday at all? What was your win? How were you successful? Yay! You got that custom listing done. All right. I love that for you. Congratulations. What did you get done? What went well? Good morning, Shell Sweets 06. Good morning to you. Facebook, YouTube, I see you. But unless you comment, I won't know you there. Say good morning. Let's see. Toya. Let's see what Toya said. Toya said, let's see. Toya said, my family and I applied for our first passports. Traveling! We took some time to fish. So we're doing some de-stressing, decompressing. And your posts for your workshops are complete. I did. I saw them. Thank you for dropping that in the community. Congratulations. You did a trifecta this week. You took time to do future planning by ensuring that you have passports. You took time to breathe and relax and just be a human. And you took care of some business. That's a beautiful week. And congratulations. Let's see what else we got. Keep them wins coming. Linda got another custom order. Come on, Linda. Come on, Miss Linda. I love that for you. And Miss Linda, I feel like based on the public event that you did maybe 2 weeks ago, you got some other leads from that, right? Jog my memory that the event you did when you went to the salon or the spa actually spearheaded some more opportunities, I think. All right. You got okay, so Infinite Rocket Power got her credentialing certification and she's setting up her business. She's getting serious about what she's doing. Every Friday, let me know, Infinite Rocket Power, if this is not the case this Friday, but most Fridays, she does a freebie. It's usually in the community, in the Morning Motivations community. So make sure you go in there and check it out. Yes, Toya, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. I love that. Good morning, mind, body, and soul. How you doing this morning? How are you? How you doing? What was your win this week? Let's see. Who said that? Oh, I love that. So, Miss Linda, you said you reached out for feedback on your last custom order. I love that. I hope that you're able to take the feedback and then spurn it into a testimonial. Testimonials are a great way to establish your credibility in your niche. So make sure when you get that feedback, give permission to share that feedback publicly so you can continue to build your credibility within your niche. One Mind, Body, and Soul said, baby, I made it. For the win. I feel the same way. I know you just hopped in, but I kind of started this call talking about a variety of setbacks I've had this week. And the fact that I'm on this treadmill is the win. I lost a couple pounds. Probably because I was stressing out all week. I did. I lost a few, like 2. I was telling my husband, I was like, man, I'm back to my biggest size in 2016. Like, come on, 2016, biggest size. I think in 2016, yes, in January 2016, I weighed now what I weighed then, and that was my biggest. And I was like, okay, it don't feel that big this time. And I've been trying to drink water. I haven't been as successful at reaching my daily drink goal of 64 ounces, but the journey continues. The journey continues. All right, keep them wins coming. I just wanted y'all to know that, like, hey, this ain't no fairy tale, and I'm not gonna sell you no boo-boo crackers. Sometimes I can do really well, and sometimes I struggle, immensely so. Kelly, you worked out your plan to do the Canvas seasons. That's a win. Yeah, Infinite Rocket Power says, congratulations on y'all's wins. Yes, congratulations. We got to celebrate, no matter how big or small. Good morning, Charlene. We're talking wins. I missed Wednesday because life lifed on me. And I had a bit of just challenging myself, like maybe I don't need to be doing any of this. Let me see. No, I don't see you on Facebook. I see 2 people watching, but I don't see any commentary. Oh, it didn't kick me out. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't see anybody on Facebook or YouTube. You know what? You were probably commenting on the shared comment, on the share, and not on the original post. People do that. Not a lot, but they do it. Good morning, Monica. I'm glad to see that you got your hoodie out the way you said you wanted to earlier this week. Yeah. Whew. Charlene, let us know. What was your win this week? What went well for you? Good morning, up all night. Hopefully you weren't up all night. Facebook account was disabled, but it made me, ooh, come on, Erica. Erica just gave y'all a word in one sentence. So Erica said her Facebook account was disabled. All right. So then she had to get after it and leverage her email list. Right. And I think that's a really good testament to, because she's had some of the same issues I've had. You get hit with these little setbacks, these little things that make you feel like you got to start all over, or that you can't do things the way you used to. But what she found, and I'm on your email list, I've been getting your emails. It made her more accountable to another area of her business that maybe she wasn't attending to prior to her Facebook account being disabled. That's a huge lesson. Sometimes we're forced with these many setbacks, right? Sometimes we're forced to really fully engage in what we were supposed to be doing to begin with. I like that. I like it a lot. And congrats on that win. Because I signed up. I signed up for one of your freebies. And I know I've been getting my emails. All right. Whew. Yeah, I'm not getting any. That's very interesting. I see the post there, but they're not showing up. Hold on. They're not showing up here. Huh. Okay, I'm going to have to check on that. Good morning, Rabbit 70. Interesting name. All right, what do y'all have planned for the weekend? What do you have on book? Are you selling anything for Mother's Day? Next week, I think we're going to have some Mother's Day themed conversations. I haven't fully fleshed it out. Next week, it is Mother's Day, y'all, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. If it's not next weekend, it's the weekend after. Let me know. But I think it's next weekend. Well, happy birthday, Kelly. Happy birthday. Getting older and finer all at the same time. Not looking like what you've been through. Happy birthday. No, it's usually the second Sunday. But I just realized that, yeah, this Sunday is the first, which would be the 4th. Yes. So it's not this Sunday as in this weekend. It's next weekend. Taurus season. All right, them Tauruses. Yeah, so I think we're going to talk motherhood and moms next week. I haven't fully shaped it out just yet, but prepared. That's what we're going to talk about. All right, so Monica's not playing. Monica and her business partner, they work on seasonal projects all year round. And so she's in the lab, honey. She was in the lab for Easter and Valentine's as well. So it's my hope and prayer that you have a great Mother's Day season with your physical products. Yeah, May 11th. Okay, got it. May 11th. So yeah, next week we're going to talk a little bit about, we'll have some mom theme. All right. I have a question for y'all. So I got 2 emails from Etsy. And Etsy sent out one for Mother's Day and one for Father's Day. And essentially the email said that you can opt out. Good morning, Sarah Whitney. That you can opt out of receiving Mother's Day or Father's Day communications. What are y'all thoughts about that? Do you think that is being sensitive to people who may struggle around these holidays? What do you think? Do you think it's a good move? Think about it. Because there's just a lot of sensitivity around motherhood when you are the mother, or father. It doesn't matter which one. I struggled for infertility for a couple years. So Mother's Day had a different spirit for a long time for me. You've got people who are facing loss. Actively, like either recent loss or current, it's happening in real time. And then you've got folks who are navigating stressful relationships when it comes to their parents, mothers or fathers. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that was a good move on their part? Or do you think, I think I see the intention there. I don't know. It just made me pause to think. Let me know what you think in the chat. All right, Kelly says, I really don't send anything out for Mother's or Father's Day. I may post about it, but no email. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think if, because I do have my father has passed. And so, me personally, I don't think the receiving emails bothered me personally. But I guess it could be triggering for people. Yeah. So I don't know. I wanted to put that out there. That's why I'm telling you, like, hey, I'm gonna do some Mother's Day themes. So if that's triggering for you in any way next week, this might be the week where you just work. All right. I thought it was interesting that they gave people an opportunity to opt out. I don't think I'll go as far as sending an email, but I thought we could talk about it a little bit. Yes. Yeah, Kelly. And I think Etsy's trying to be mindful as well. Yeah. I personally don't get triggered either. It's more so like, I think for me, because like the month he passed away, the day, right? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool that they gave people the option. So think about it for your own business. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas as well. You might want to give people an option to opt out of Christmas-related communications. It's another rough season for people. And for some people, I like that they gave people choice. That's what I'll say. Good morning, Angie's Beautiful Creations. And I think that's something we can learn from them. Yeah, a song can trigger me too. Certain songs, my dad was a huge Tony Braxton. Well, it didn't trigger me now. It used to. He was a big Tony Braxton fan and Anita Baker fan. But now I kind of be like, if I hear those songs, to me, that's like him going, hey, girl, I'm here. I'm here, I'm with you. But for a long time, it would kind of trigger me a little bit. Good morning, Dean. Glad to have you. Glad to have you this morning, Brother Dean. All right, so I'm pretty sure I'll do some Mother's Day related things. I won't go too in depth because I hadn't fully grounded myself. But I thought I would take a note from Etsy and give you guys a chance to go, nah, I ain't feeling that this morning. Yeah. That's my mom's song too, Kelly. Right, yeah. Songs can definitely be triggering in a good way, or in a way that just draws out emotions that maybe we forgot weren't there. Yeah, that's for sure. For sure. All right, so that's coming down the pipeline, guys. Thank y'all for y'all's feedback. Coach Dean, I'm trying. I'm on my way. I was telling the group earlier, I done made it to the last time I was at my highest. So it's smooth sailing from here. It is smooth sailing from here. Good morning, Travel Diva. Yeah, thanks for that feedback. That helps me kind of think about what I want to cover next week. May goes by fast because of the fact that yesterday was the first. Next Sunday will be halfway in the month, just about. 4 days later, we'll be halfway in the month. 3 days later, we'll be halfway through the month. All right. Yeah, everybody says, I don't see it, but everybody says that. So I'm gonna take y'all word for it, not mine. I will say everything I wear is pretty much too big. My husband said I'm like floating in my clothes. I'm like, I ain't buying that new for a while. I gotta lose some more. But I'm gonna keep at it, and I'm not gonna give up. Sometimes I feel like maybe I should just let it all go. The business, this, just like everybody else, I kind of like, maybe I'm not doing the right things or doing them well. And, I feel like I just need to give it up. But I just keep reminding myself about some truths about myself, that things are working. Everything is not the way I want it to be. I'm not where I want to be, not in my business, not in my fitness journey, not my drinking water journey, not my food journey, not my journey as a parent, not my journey as a spouse. I'm not. And that's just facts. But I can't give up. And on this Friday, I just want to remind you, I don't want you to give up either. Now, Monica, we're going to talk about this water. It's about to be hot. We're going to have a hot girl summer. Well, I'm going to have a hot girl, married girl summer. But you can have a hot girl summer. Okay? But we got to drink some water. We got to drink some water, sis. We just keep at it. Get you this water bottle. It lights up in my face to remind me. And I've been like drinking way more than I was. I know I wasn't drinking I'm not where I need to be clear. But I'm definitely getting in a few more sips than I was prior to. Now, my best friend is calling me. Best friend, when you on TikTok and you see this, now you know I'll be on this call. It better be an emergency, best friend. I'm gonna send her this call. Like, I was talking to you. Oh yeah, Monica, I agree with you. Drinking water in the summer, guzzle. Drinking water during the winter, that's hard. Plain water, oh, that's hard. Not when I can have hot cocoa, apple cider, tea, and I'm a sweet tea kind of girl. So by the time I done put all the sugar in, it ain't green tea, it ain't lemon tea no more. It's sugar water warmed up. All right. I got 1.5 miles in today, and I did 35 minutes. So I'm going to take it down. I also want to show y'all this. Dean mentioned this, and I want to show it to y'all. And this is going to be my closing thought for today. Okay? Closing thought for today. If you want to know if what you're doing is working, track your traction. Check your tread. All right? Dean mentioned this, and I do need to do it because it was on my mind to do it, and I was going back and forth. But now I'm like, nope, I need to do it. So I'm going to show y'all something. Yeah, I don't know. That's so weird. None of my comments are showing up. All right, so I'm going to show y'all something. I've been wearing the same walking shoes, which is not a good thing. I actually should have changed out a while ago. These shoes, I only use them to walk and run in. That's it. And so I've noticed that lately, let's see, do y'all see that? It's worn here, and then there's like a piece of plastic here. That piece of plastic is also starting to wear. Want to look at the tread? Check the tread. If you want to know if you're making progress and consistency in your life, check the tread. All right. Oftentimes we feel so unsure. If we're being consistent enough, if we're doing the right things. What has been worn out? For me, it's the bottom of these shoes. I'm going to buy some new ones today. I've worn the tread out. But it's because I've spent all this time, week after week after week, walking and talking with you. These were brand new when I got them. They're brand new. Brand new. I had barely, I had probably used them. Here you go. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's pretty much worn down. If you want to know if you're being consistent, track your tread. It's gotten to the point now where the plastic in the back is starting to run into my Good Morning Designs by Hassan. They're starting to run into the back of my heels. So I should have done this probably 3 months ago. But it's a good reminder. These are the first pairs of shoes I got when I started this journey of walking and going live. I am making progress. This is proof. It's proof, y'all, that I'm making progress. So I got to lean into that proof. And I need you to lean into the proof in your own lives. Did you teach classes and people showed up? Did they pay for them? Progress. Did you create products and you had even a single sale? Progress. Have you built out training? Progress. Have you posted to social media or plan to? Have you went live? We are trying to run through the tread of our lives. Okay? So I thought I would share that with y'all.